Tonight, the Scottish and UK governments are set for another battle in the courts, this time over gender recognition reforms.
We'll look at the next steps with a legal expert.
Also tonight, President Biden calls for a return to power sharing in Northern Ireland on a visit to Belfast, marking 25 years since the Good Friday Agreement.
And Twitter boss Elon Musk gives a rare interview to the BBC.
And later, the man who's believed to be Scotland's first deaf driving instructor, who's hoping to inspire others.
Welcome to the Nine. Gender Recognition Reform Bill. The proposals were passed at the Scottish Parliament last year and seek to allow people to self-identify their sex. However, the Westminster government blocked the plans because of possible conflicts with equality legislation, which applies across the whole of the UK.
The bill has been divisive, with Kate Forbes, Mr Yousaf's main rival for the SNP leadership, saying that she would not have voted for the bill in its current form. And the issue led to the resignation of Minister Ash Regan over her concerns for the safety of women and girls.
But the bill did receive cross-party support at Holyrood and is strongly supported by the Greens, the SNP's coalition partner in government.
Well, during his own campaign, Humza Yousaf pledged to challenge the UK government's decision. And now, just a couple of weeks into the top job, he's facing a huge legal and political confrontation. Here's our political editor now, Glenn Campbell. Well, staying with politics, and a former SNP government minister has called for forensic accountants to go through the party's finances. Alex Neil said it was absolutely unacceptable that the party's auditors quit months ago without members knowing. The SNP has also begun the process to find a new chief executive following the resignation of Peter Murrell last month. Here's our political correspondent, Andrew Kerr.
Now, it's 25 years since the Good Friday Agreement was signed, the peace deal which signified the end to 30 years of unrest, violence and bloodshed in Northern Ireland during the Troubles. Today, US President Joe Biden is in Ireland to commemorate this historic event. He kicked off his 4-day tour in Belfast. In a speech at Ulster University, he hailed its achievements, saying protecting peace in Northern Ireland was an issue that brings America together.
Well, President Biden met UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak and the leaders of Northern Ireland's 5 main political parties, urging a return to power sharing in Stormont and the Northern Ireland Assembly. The government there has not functioned since the Democratic Unionist Party walked out over post-Brexit negotiations 14 months ago. But how much influence will the President's visit have? The BBC's political editor, Chris Mason, has more.
You're watching The Nine, still to come tonight.
I saw that. Imagine scoring 2 at Hampden and then you've got your highlights next week.
I've just gone down to 10 men, so things going from bad.
Now, a 26-year-old man from North Ayrshire is believed to be the first deaf British Sign Language driving instructor in Scotland.
Kieran Cuthbert passed his final exams last week after 2 years training. He hopes his story can encourage other deaf learners to get on the road, as Sean O'Neill now reports.
Well, let's chat more about this now. We're joined by Gordon Hay. So much for coming in. Gordon, how did it feel to watch Kieran as a deaf and British Sign Language using driving instructor there?
And so how difficult is it, Gordon, for deaf people to access driving licence? And Gordon, do you think this is going to encourage lots more deaf people to get behind the wheel and start their driving licence?
Thank you so much. I can't believe it's going to get so warm.
I know, it's quite exciting, isn't it?
Yes, can't wait. Can't wait. Thank you so much, Gillian. Thank you. Now, whether you're a motorist or cyclist, one thing most road users can agree on is what a menace potholes can be, just so annoying. And it turns out completely. I mean, if there's a man for the job, Laura, surely it's the Terminator.
I know. Imagine driving past and seeing that.
You could have quite a job round here.
I know. Sure, we should invite him to Glasgow.
Yeah, I can send him to a few places.
There's plenty of them around, isn't there? Yeah. Well, listen, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We're back tomorrow at 9 o'clock.
Yes, we are. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thanks for joining us.
See you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.